Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 2 Hour Track Challenge. My name is Ben_Burns, and today I'm still waking up, but in a moment we're going to write a song with a time limit of about 2 hours. I recorded this audio this morning. This is some morning rain, and I figured that it would be kind of cool to work with that. So I'm going to start the timer. Getting dumb things in Guild Wars 2 and wondering why I make these decisions. Oh, grinding. Yeah, like I heard Guild Wars is like getting its last major content update or something. I haven't played Guild Wars in a very long time. So I recorded this audio this morning. I really like it, aside from it being a little left channel heavy. So I think we're going to try to make something with this. And I've been saying this is almost a joke at this point, but I want to try to do something a little more chill today. Oh, is it the Beetle one? I mean, no, that's super old. Like, the Beetle is the last one that I knew about. I think at some point Trevor started running on the wheel and like meowing. This guy's oh, cute. Yeah, that's Trevor. Thanks, Trevor. Is this warped?
Remember to save.
Hey, everybody, remember to save. That might also be why this is... That sounds better. Yeah, Zelgrith, I wish. Lately, it seems that all of my chill streams end up as, like, super upbeat. But this time will be different. There's a cat in your apartment. Hey, yeah, I mean, I always tell people that if you want to record stuff and you don't have, like, a ton of money, just use your phone. Like, it works great. Phones are basically a decent quality microphone attached to a small computer. So there's a lot worse things you could do. 8-Bit Music Theory posted a video yesterday relating to the music of Hollow Knight. But above and beyond that, he talked a little bit about stacked fifths and how they could be used, and it sounded a lot like Disaster Piece to me, and I wanted to maybe mess with that a little bit, but not necessarily another Disaster Piece song, because I know I kind of do his music a lot. But just stuff like this. Except a little bit more beefy. So maybe some stuff like that would be cool. And have things be a little nice. Nice. I don't know. Madam Berry, I really liked the picture or the painting that you finished today. I was lurking through most of it. Unfortunately, since I was at work, I wasn't able to like fully invest in watching the whole process, but I really liked it. It was cool. So yeah, check out Madam Berry if you haven't. It's worth your time. Valhalla delay, add some diffusion. I still haven't really dug into this very much, which is on me. I really, really should, because it's wonderful, but I just I've been kind of lax lately, and that's not exactly the best. Not exactly the best, but it's been busy, man. It's been busy a lot. The other thing I want to do is I want to change... Can I change the start position of this? Because it would be cool if I could change the start position of this so it would be randomized. Nah, it doesn't seem like it. That way, I could have it all be different. Because I think that would be fun. Otherwise, I can also randomize the panning. I'm going to try to go for soundscapes this time. I think that that will be pretty cool. Man, excuse me. Oh, I could set the crossfade maybe to a random value. Maybe that would help. Doesn't seem like it. Because I kind of want them to like be fading in and out. I'm mostly just doing random sound design stuff right now. I'm just kind of messing around. So if you guys have any thoughts on this, please let me know. I'm just kind of screwing around right now. Yeah, I know how it goes, Madam Barry. Sometimes you just gotta redo it a lot. And actually, Zesty, I was watching Zesty after you were done, and he was having the same problem. He was like trying to draw a specific thing, and it just was not working. And he like deleted it and redrew it a bunch of times. Yeah, okay, it's getting there. Maybe just randomizing the rate a little bit should do the trick too. But, you know, we'll keep working on this, and we'll get something cool out of it. We just gotta mess around a little bit more. All right, Jenks, see you later. I'll see you in a little bit, rather. But yeah, I'm yeah, so I think there's some cool stuff. We just need to dial in the feel. It's a little too wubby, if you know what I mean. Wobbly, yeah. Yeah, like I said, this is going to be a little bit more sound design, and you know, I'm okay with that. We can mess around with this for a little bit, because the nice thing with Rain, and I've talked about this before. The nice thing with Rain is that it kind of fills in. Well, let me change this so it's not just filling in the left channel. It fills in all of the space. So I can take this, add the reverb to it. And then we can go back up here. I think one of the problems I had was this cutoff was just a little too aggressive. So... pleasant, isn't it? Exactly. So I think also this cutoff doesn't. This cutoff doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. It's set to serial processing. I actually like this instrument just as it is, too. Let's get rid of that. Doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. Maybe we've got to put this in the middle and then a low. Okay, whatever. I can also just mess with it later. Like I said, my brain's still kind of waking up, so I apologize if I'm being a bit of a dumb today. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta be a little dumb. Hi, pizza. Nice, Toxic. It's a little too much, huh? I'm just going to leave the rain going because it's really, hey, Raxfile, how are you? The rain is really, really pleasant to listen to. So, we've got, yeah, see, that's a little too much. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run an EQ8 through this to scoop out the mids, because that's really all I need. I don't need the mids, I need the lows and the highs. So So the problem with this is it's kind of creating its own melodic, or not melodic. It's creating its own rhythmic devices, which is okay, but maybe I don't want it to be that strong. Okay, let's actually just record something, and then we can kind of go from there. I'm kind of hoping to do something chill. I'm kind of planning on doing something chill today. That has not been the prevailing mood in the past couple songs, but that's not stopping me. Hey, Flippo, how are you? I'm going to drop by and say good luck. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I hope you've been doing well. It seems like everybody's coming out of the woodwork today. That makes me happy. Oh, let me also put velocity sensitivity on this. That should help. Because some of these higher notes, I don't really care to punctuate as much. It's very quiet now. I'm aware of that. Okay, this chord is kind of grody. Let's do some inversions here. Let's split these up a little bit. It feels a little bit like was it Underbrush? This low note seems wrong. Oof. Yeah, I know how it goes with being busy. I hope everything's going well for you. Oops. I hope you stay sane throughout all the busyness, you know? It's the best you can do sometimes. Ugh, this pedal. This is why I don't like recording pads with the pedal. There's a lot of plosives in this sentence. Let's just manually do it. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well today. Today is one of those days where it's just like
Remember to
Hey,
save.
everybody, remember to save. Today is one of those days where I'm just like, oh man, I want to stream, but I really don't. Which isn't to say I don't like you guys. Of course I do. I love you guys. But I'm just like so tired. This is kind of just mushed together. Let me... Oh, I think I know what the problem is. We have this bass that was causing issues with like layering. Okay. This is obviously a pad, but we'll roll with that for now. And then, where do we want this song to go? Oh, actually, no. This is Lost City of Glass. That's what it reminds me of. Which I need to like go back to that song at some point because I think I messed up like the sub bass on it. But that's a issue for future Ben to solve. All right, Flipo. Have a good night. Thank you so much for swinging by. It's good to see your name again. Still working on this. There's something that sounds off with this. That's a little bit better. Well, my timing was off there, but I think we can make that work. I mean, I'll try splice like one more time, but it's like let's do a search for beatbox at like 70 to 90 BPM. Maybe. These are all like the same except read. I have mixed feelings about splice. I'm kind of just looking for something basic. I think the issues that I have with splice is their application interface over their web interface, because this like really just kind of sucks. So maybe that's my issue more than anything else. And I don't think I'm going to keep this, but it's something that I can use for the moment. Because at least it gives it some kind of like rhythmic centering, and that's really all I'm looking for at the moment. All right, so where's this song going? What am I looking for? Okay. So yeah. If I can make that work, that would be cool. So I'm gonna try like little splashes of color maybe. So it would be something like maybe ooh. Whoa. This is too much taken off there. Just like, but yeah, man, my brain. Let's not do that. Let's do this. It's been a rough week, to be honest. That's not a bad thing. It's good to have things going on. This is actually a really nice piano. I haven't messed with this one before. Wow, and Flutter's a little much. Oops. Yeah. I might have to use this one a little more often. I like the Giant. The Giant's real nice, but this is the Gentleman. as a piano, then an EQ8 doing basically nothing, and then a Valhalla delay causing some of the this is dry. Actually, no, that's not dry. This is dry. Yeah, it's, I think, oh, thank you. I think there's like some option. Yeah, you can mess around with stuff a little bit, but I don't know. It's one that I should mess around with a little bit more. I do like it with the effects on. So yeah, let's see what we can do with this. Let's increase the delay a bit. Yeah, I use the Giant a lot. That's actually like my mainstay piano that I have like in all of my projects, just for doing like little scraps and just trying to figure things out. But I might switch to the Gentleman. I really like this. The Giant sounds good too, though. I have a compressor on this one. So, yeah, there's definitely some options there. Okay, I have a general idea what I want to do. I am going to have to put a little bit of a compressor on this just to even out the tones a bit, because I really don't want to just EQ stuff out and then blast the frequencies. I've also started to realize that if you over compress a piano, it just sounds like really tonal. So I need to avoid over compressing it. That's one of the main issues I have in some. Apparently I can't count to 4. Oh, dude, ask away. And okay, Ableton, you're gonna have to help me count to 4. 2, 3, 4. There's a little mess up, but I can fix it. I do have Rhodes, and maybe I'll do that too. The whole point of the timer is just to keep me on track. Like, if you have questions or you want to like chat about stuff, I have no problem. Like, the music is secondary to the conversations in the community, so feel free. This is Ableton 10. If it is, you can get Ableton 10 free for sure. Or you're sure? This is Ableton 10, yes. Though I did not get it, excuse me, I did not get it for free. Unfortunately. Yeah, get rid of that. Okay, let's fix this chord up because I really actually do like that this goes there. Like that. There we go. I don't know if I like the beatboxing. I just put it there for some kind of rhythmic center. Oop. Yeah. Darker tone as in, there we go. I mean, we can make it a little softer, which is nice. Or are you talking like the actual notes? Ah, yes, yes.
Remember to save.
Hey, everybody, remember to save. I actually, I'm going to do some dumb stuff with this beatboxing. Oh, this is going to be great. Every 15 minutes or so, you can see down here, there's this timer. You can toss bits with hashtag save. And yeah. But somebody tossed like 100 bits into it, so it's just reminding you to save every 15 minutes for like the next couple hours. It's mostly a reminder to myself, but so I just like completely destroyed this beatbox, and I actually like it a lot more. Oh, this is gonna be so fucking cool. Okay, so I need to low cut the hell out of this because really I just need the high end. Who needs a beatbox? That is like 1,000,000% better. Okay. Yep. For some reason, the delay is not triggering, though. Maybe it's just EQ low. I mean, I could crank the feedback. Hey, how you doing? Okay, let's actually change this to something like Ghost. I turned a beatbox into some kind of weird... That's what I'm looking for.
Hello, everybody. Selfies here.
Jesus
And mine is to
fucking
watch
Christ.
yo boy.
Do you guys wait until it's like really quiet to do that to me? You monsters. Oh my god. Seriously, every time. Oh man. Okay, so that gets a little too... Dire Docks. Oh, yeah. Just for curiosity's sake, I want to try. Where is it? I need to rearrange this stuff. After I formatted my computer last week, everything's out of place. That's pretty good too, guys. Okay, what I want to do is I want to start with the... Okay. I got to think this through. So let's have a little bit of an intro with the rain. Doesn't have to be a whole lot, but just something... Keyscapes? I'll have to look that up. I'll Keyscapes. Spectatronic, or Spectasonics. Cool. I will... look into that after the stream. Rhodes is like, or electronic pianos in generals are some of my favorite instruments, so I have no problem getting more of those. So let's go like this, get some kind of a little bit of an intro going. We'll go like that. Excuse me. It's like a super abstract beatbox extravaganza. We can have Trevor yelling at me in the background. I think it's still in here. Or did I crop it off? There it is. It's hard to hear. Don't want that in the final song, though. I'll have to cut that out. There you go, M. Oh. Yeah, that's hey, I'm okay with that. I love Mark Weiss. It's not Mark Weiss, is it? Mike Weiss. I love his work. Oh, this is the volume. I don't want to mess with that too much, but I do want to get rid of this. Yeah, some of my favorite. Fun fact, yeah, kind of. I I owned the soundtrack to Donkey Kong Country 2, but I've never actually played it. It's like on my list, but it's one of those things that I've never actually gotten to. Let's just mess with the flux in this one like crazy. Yeah, it is. I already said yeah, it is. Sorry. I'm getting kind of a little wrapped up in this, and I'm forgetting temporally where we are in chat. And the soul. Yes, the soul. The soul still burns. Yeah, okay, so what I want to do is try to work on, like, God, I really want to do the same thing I did with Lost City of Glass, and then just have, like, an arpeggio just kind of appear and then disappear. Oh, I'm making another Disaster Piece song. Oh, no. It just worked so well. Oops, let's try that again. It was, yes. A little bit of extra juice on some of this. What do I use for bass? It depends on the song. This doesn't have a bass right now for a lot of my songs, and what would probably work very, very well is something from the Kontakt library that is actually just in the normal database called Upright Bass. It is one of my favorite instruments from the Kontakt library, just because it's really expressive. It's a lot of fun. So it'd be like... something like that. Control the string noise? Yes, it depends on the velocity. If I do maximum velocity, otherwise. So it's really it depends on the velocity. If you hammer the notes, then you get the string noise. Yeah, it's real good. I don't know what chords I'm playing anymore. Probably not those. I need to take my headphones off. Fixed. Solved. I solved music, guys. Oof. It's a little loud. Nope, not that. That's better. Dang, that's a nice chord, though. Okay, let's have this sit for a bar. Because ideally what I want to do is I want to not rely on the same chord progression. I want to just kind of meander a little bit. And music theory is not, unfortunately, my strong suit. So, multi-band compression is really good. I don't use it as often as I should. But essentially the reason why I did it here, why I did it here is because like the bass is real bassy in this, and I wanted to bring out the mid-range without compromising that bass. So I was able to remember to rave. Yeah, pizza. I need to
Remember to save.
Thank you, everybody. Remember to save, everybody. I need to create some alternatives for that happen like once every 10 or something. That would be pretty cool. Okay, so this can go down to the pad section now that we have some actual leads. Remember to behave. Oh, behave. Isn't that Austin Powers? Remember to bathe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make like a bunch of alternatives to that, and then just have them like be a 1 out of 10 chance or something for them to pop up. That'd be pretty fun. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start. I really loved the progression of City of Glass, and I am not against doing something like that again, just because it was so pretty. So we done doing it again. What's that meme? Oh shit, here we go again. Yeah, toxic. That's basically what I was thinking. So we'd have like remember to rave, remember to bathe, remember to shave, all that other ones. So basically it would choose if it hit that 1 out of 10 chance, then it would choose out of that pool at random. And then the little pop-up head down there might be a little different. Like if it's remember to bathe, there'd be like a rubber ducky on my head or some shit. I don't know. It'd be fun. That's something that I want to get back into. I want to start working on my OBS display again. Oh man, whiplash from that would. What do I use for my pop-ups? It is a custom interface. I actually have something running through Node.js right now. This is kind of my main dashboard. But if we look at the local host, this is essentially a layer inside of OBS that is currently being used. So, yeah. So it's something of my own design. Obviously, it's green screened out, so. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to mess with and try to figure out how it all works. At some point, I want to try to like get a way to share it with people. Just because I think that it would be a lot of fun to have other people to be able to do that too. Yeah, and I need to get back to it. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for me there to make it better. But, you know, there's only so much time in the day. And unfortunately, that time is being taken up with other less fun life things. But someday I'll get back to it. Ooh, that is not the right octave, huh? Also, this delay is a little... Yeah, this is like, I don't really want to do exactly like I did with City of Glass. As fun as that would be, I want to try to do something different. So let's change things up a bit. I do want to have this note extended out, or this chord. But maybe we can introduce a new lead. Particularly, I like to use my little spooky theremin lead, and this seems like a good place as any to incorporate that into this jam. Doesn't have to be like super loud or anything, but just something to reinforce that note. Oh, that's way too much vibrato. And this would be right here. We'll make that sound better in a second, trust me. I just needed to get something there. Right? Sounds like dial-up. What the hell? No, it doesn't, guys. Dial-up had way more complexity than that. Get your internet right, guys. Come on. Didn't you even live in the early to mid 1990s? Yeah, I know. We're working on it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll bring it down an octave. This might not work either. Like that's the other option. I'm just like trying stuff out right now. That's actually kind of cool. Okay. You guys were just little babers, though. I was formed by the 90s. Yeah, I haven't seen The Dark Knight Rises, so I can't use that joke. I should, though. Okay, so this needs more reverb. That's pretty deep. I've been alive as long as I can remember. Yeah, 90s were okay. 80s, that's where it was at. That's where all the cool people came from, you know? Nintendo, nice. So I feel like this needs to get a little louder. I hesitate doing this, but I want this. Excuse me. I want this to sound right. Pizza. It's kind of like faux pitch bend at the end of this because the detuning's going crazy is kind of cool. The melee box, yeah. I have a GameCube somewhere. See, those are like the exact same chords from City of Glass, though. So let's. Let's record that. Velocities are a little weird. Ooh. That's kind of cool. So obviously this is not tempo synced at all because I'm good at music, just like I'm good at video games. I'm not. I actually played Enter the Gungeon for the first time in like a couple months, and I did very poorly. Pizza. I'm okay with that. Oh, come on. Stop doing that, Ableton. I just want you to start the notes where the notes start. Stop being a little butt about it. Yeah, no jock. Well, don't talk to M about his AUG. Apparently, we're all about losing unnecessary unnecessary letters in our communications. Okay. How's your AUG doing? I like that this note's screwed up, but I don't like it that much. Okay, so what... Okay, this should probably also be up an octave because otherwise we're going to be really fighting for the same space here. I don't know what we need here. I mean, I kind of did. I just can't sing. I can try. I can definitely try. It helps if I start at the right spot, but
Remember to
hey, everybody,
save.
remember to say, whoop, forgot what note I was going to. Let's see if this sounds like butts. Hey, everybody, remember to say, it is, yes. Yeah. Let's just like we have fun here, everybody. Yeah. But probably not delay. Let's go with room. Oh my god, room, what's going on? Are you okay? That's actually pretty good. I like that. That's a good suggestion. Let's actually do it correctly though. Oh, yeah. Okay, so. Let's mess that up, huh? I can hit anything I want. No. I can't. This note is conflicting with the chords in a way that like breaks my brain. There it is. Okay. Easy Sad Boys Top 10 Spotify. Did we just find the name of this song?
Hello, brother, Soapy here, reminding you to wash your boy.
Oh my god, that's pretty garbage. Let's try that again. Yes, the donation was 10 from Android. Hey, sweets, what's up?
Just looking for my shoes.
Oh,
Is it?
oh, I think they're under the.
No, they're not.
Oh, I don't know then. That's the last place I saw them.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
Okay. We need to name this song. So it was top 10 Sad Boys Sad Boys top 10 Spotify. Projects 2019 05 22. Let's just call this Sad Boys top 10. I think Sad Boys top 10 is probably a better and more condensed version. Yeah, you do. I think that one's pretty good. I did. I spelled it correctly. It's right there. Do I do traps? Sometimes. Not this song, but yes. Yep, I also have mushroom emoji. That was last year, though. Is this the wrong note? It is kind of the wrong note, which is why it's throwing me off. Monka's not now. I've got a timer running. You can share the beat with me through Twitter if you want, but send it off to Juice World Top 10 Spotify. Yeah. I do listen to people's other people's songs, but not while I'm doing the track. Well, that's awesome. But if you send it to me through like a Twitter DM, I will definitely get back to you and I will listen to it. But actually, let's just go like this. Bam! I actually made something. Or Discord. Actually, Discord's probably a better option. Can mods not do that? Oh, there it is. Okay, it just was queued up. I'm gonna just deviate from that, I think. See, now I'm messing it up. I don't have autotune anymore. I should get it again. I need to find a good free autotune. Hey, Leezy, how you doing? Thank you so much for the follow. Oh, that's not a chord. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that too. I've been playing piano for 15 to 20 years, but not like professionally or consistently. Hey, Jank. So yeah, I've been playing piano for roughly 15 years. Yeah, I'm old. Get over it. No. I've only had 9 months of like official piano lessons, which I really actually appreciate because that helped teach me discipline. But generally what I do is I just noodle around on the piano. I only have like 4 or 5 chords that I usually go with. It's like nah. shouldn't be intimidated by piano. It's just like 88 buttons that you have to push in the right order at the right time. How hard is that? And really, you don't use half of them. Oh, I didn't, Fen? Oh, shoot, I thought I did. I'm sorry. I do announce it. When I do stream, I do announce it, but then I delete it when I'm done streaming so people don't like show up on my page and I'm like not there. So I'm sorry. I did think I announced it on Discord this time, but I was also extremely tired when I started streaming. So I most likely forgot, and I apologize. I hope you forgive me. Also, hello, Fen. Please don't be mad at me. Oh, that's awesome. Fredigar the Great. It's been a while, man. I had to like reread your name to like parse the letters. Nobody's a stranger here. What are you talking about? What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna make some drams. I was thinking that maybe we can do an 808 kit on here. Everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. Hey, G Hamrick is raiding with a party of 3. I don't know why the thing didn't pop up, but thank you so much for the raid. Here's a bit of piano that will probably be interrupted by Streamlabs. That's not a chord. Oof. There it is. The one thing I don't like about the Giant is it's like super touchy sometimes. You did do the raid properly. Like I got the notification, but for some reason Streamlabs is just like, nah. So, you're all good, man. Whoops. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, maybe someday. That would be pretty cool. But I like the GIF that pops up when somebody raids. It's like one of my favorite like video editing things that I've ever done. Yes, Toxic, it is. Yes. Thank you, Pizza. It is an AKAI MPK 49 or 249 rather. That kit is legit from Animal Crossing. It's an 808 kit. It's legit from basically any music made after like 1990 or 1970. Thank Frederick. Thank you, Frederick. No worries, Hamrick. Thanks for swinging by. Hope you have a good dinner. There, cowbell. I don't know if I'm going to keep this, but it's kind of fun to mess with. I kind of do want to keep it, though. Okay. Real heartbreaker of a track. Yep. We got to get those sad boys, you know. Needs more cowbell. Okay, so one thing I have to do is I have to kind of like line all this stuff up. There it is. I have to line all this stuff up a little bit better. I like where this song is going though, because it's profoundly dumb, especially the name, and that's what makes me happy. Like if you cry every time, that's like the subtitle to this one. It would be, what is it? Sad Boys Top 10. Like, if you cry every time. There. That's the full name of the song. No, I do not, unfortunately.
Remember to save.
Hey, everybody, remember to save. That clock down in the, that clock in the upper left-hand corner is the amount of time I have left to finish this song. Or I'll be launched into space via a complex system of mechanisms attached to my seat. Push the cheese. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to mute that for a second while I... just like crazy distorted like sub bass garbage. I gotta do it even though I know I'm not gonna keep it. Dubstep beats for being distracted. Yeah. Oops, that's the wrong thing. That's not gross enough yet. Analog's probably the wrong instrument to use. And like 10 masters on the limiter. Yeah. Yeah, analog's probably the wrong instrument to use there, but you get the idea. It's too low. Oh, that's the saturator just going nuts. It's like, it's too much. Yeah, that's kind of what I have here. There it is. Oh yeah, Toxic. This is just like a 1-bar loop. Oops. That's actually not too bad. Okay, overdrive starts with the letter O, right? There we go. Jesus. There it is. We need just like a touch of redux on this to really make it grody. Overdrive unfortunately starts with the letter O, and I forgot what my alphabet is, apparently. This is so dumb. I think I have. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. But it's fun to mess with. It's actually not that bad, like, overall. Okay, let's make these drums suck a little bit less, because right now they're turbo boring. Let's just go like this. Actually, I like that. You gotta hold off on the last snare thing. That's something that I've been really enjoying doing lately, where like you hold off on the last snare hit of the loop until like the last possible millisecond, just to like just increase the tension. It's actually a lot of fun. I'm gonna lower the cowbell, but I'm gonna keep it because that's Yep, hi-hats are next. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I've been trying to do things off kilter a little bit more. The reason why this sounds good, Fen, is because it's implying a that, but I'm just removing the first one. So it's a lot of fun. Just go like that. The deep fry status. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what it is. Okay, the snare needs a little bit more juice to it. So I'm going to toss just a touch of reverb on it. I think that should help. Or do we want to do the pre-delay thing? 375. Oh, it doesn't go that high. So 180. Okay, so what I did here is I measured out the length of a 30-second note, so it'd be 188. It says so down here. So 188 milliseconds. So basically the pre-delay delays the actual reverb after a period of time. And since I measured that period of time to be a 30-second note, it delays it so the reverb starts after that 30-second note. So it kind of creates a rhythmic element to it, but it also is a delay that allows you to better like give the snare a little bit more space. Okay, now I gotta go back and fix this stuff up. Oh, you don't even know. I don't even know either. It's okay. We got plenty of time, and songs like these can basically just go until they stop going. Like, if I wanted to, I could just loop this a couple times, fade it out, and be like... But, you know, I'm going to try to iterate on this idea for a little bit, and then, yeah. I'm just going to re-record that. Now that I have a rhythm, it'll be a lot easier. Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprisingly into this one. This song, I mean. Nope. Although it being out of tune might be a little bit better for sad boys. I messed that second part up. Oh, where am I? What's my name? Okay. A good camera. Yeah, and might be a little bit better for sad boys. Oh shit. Yep, totally leaving that. But we're gonna do different stuff with it. Might be a little bit better for sad boys. Oh, I love when music is stupid. Okay, so we need to do a little bit of surgery on this. We need to extend this out by a measure, I think. And, oh, Binding of Isaac, I love you. Might be a little bit better for sad boys. Okay, let's clean this up a little bit. I think we need to do some just vocal treatments on it, make it sound a little less grody. Might be a little bit better for sad boys. Yeah, I've had a lot of practice with automation. It also is helpful that I have all my templates set up already, So I can just kind of, if I need a delay, I just like start chucking stuff into send to 2. Might be a little bit better for sad boys. 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 Might be a little bit better for sad boys. Better for sad boys. Better for sad boys. Okay, it's getting there. We got to extend this out a little bit too. So this is not oh. All right, Toxic. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out, man. Oops. It's this one. Might be a little bit better for sad boys. It's a little loud. My random vocal.
Remember to save.
Hey everybody, remember to save. If you're working on a project, you don't want to lose your progress. Like my random vocal flailing around over here actually seems to work pretty well. Boys. Playing. Oh, because I thought boys. Actually, okay. This is better. I have not. I heard it's really cool though. Oops. That's like, I'm just gonna leave that the way it is because F music theory. I've heard Pro Tools is pretty cool though. I've never had the opportunity to work with it. Yeah. I think most software is like that, though. What happens if I go like this? Leezy, I know that Bitwig teased that, but I don't know if they actually followed through with that. I think they have Bitwig used to at least have a local multiplayer mode for their projects, but doing that live on the internet, like Pizza said, would be really, really difficult, just because if you like import a 300 meg WAV file, then it's just like, okay, I guess I gotta download that now. However, if it's limited to only MIDI, that's been done before. I remember that being done. I'm gonna date myself super hard here, but there used to be a MUD, which is like basically a text-based MMO that allowed you to download and upload MIDI files And Ableton Battle Royale, Ableton 99.
Might be a little bit better for sad boys.
Yeah, that's local as well. I believe Ableton Link is primarily for syncing a MIDI clock. So if you have multiple computers on the same network, it'll allow you to have them synced together and output sound at the same time. But I don't believe it allows you to share the same project. I might be incorrect there, but yeah, that's what I remember. Oh, that's cool. I like that. We could do the true EDM, like super lazy EDM thing and like pitch bend this up. Actually, it works better when you pitch bend it down. It's so dumb. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to add another layer here. Get those. No, not triplets here. Korg DS game. I'm kind of curious about that now. Okay, so I wanted to add like some symbols, like a ride symbol. And vocal chop sample pack. I need to make next month's sample pack, don't I? I've been kind of lazy on that. Uh-huh. Whoops, that's not notes. That's not how you note. Oh my god. I don't know why that was so hard for me. Oops. No. Ableton, what did you just do? Shame on you. tell your mom about that. Okay, another thing that I want to do here is I have this overdrive. And I think if I mess with this overdrive... So if I mess with this just a little bit, oh, not that though. This, if I mess with this just a little bit, it'll give me some neat sounds. It's not exactly prominent, but that's okay. You gotta just embrace what you got, you know? Okay, let's try to fix this up a little bit. This is kind of junky right now. I got something in my eye. Honestly, if this is the sub bass, I shouldn't be dicking around with it too much. I just want it to be like super nasty. Yeah, I got sad boy tears in my eyes. I cry sand, guys. I'm not good enough to cry regular tears. That sounds a little better now. So I'm just going to toss some of these in here randomly, and we'll deal with the consequences. Sad boys don't care about structure. Okay. Oh, geez, this is still in triplets. just go like this? I don't think this would work. Yeah, it works just fine. I have to change the bass, but you know. Yeah, not really.
Remember to save.
Hey friends, remember to save.
Might be a little bit better for sad boys.
How do I bend the automation? If you hold down Alt, you can do curves. Unfortunately, that's only in Ableton 10. I don't... Maybe 9 is when they introduced that? I thought it was only 10. Maybe it was 9. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo. It's very useful. Oh, yeah. That sucks, doesn't it? Problem is if you hit S, it like collapses everything. I hate that.
Better for sad boys.
I don't think we need that at the end. Maybe we do. Okay, so we have a little bit of an issue right here with the song just kind of like stopping. Which isn't, you know. Also, this note still feels wrong. Count the... No, it's just sad boys. That's actually a really good idea. Nope.
Sad boys. Sad boys. Sad boys. Sad boys. Sad boys. Sad boys. Sad boys.
Oh man, I love it when songs are dumb. Okay. I could also, if I really wanted to, just delete all that. Okay, isn't that the one? No, it isn't the one that I bought. Okay. Oof. Get out of here. I don't think I like that. It's worth a shot. So I think what we need to do is we need to like start paring back things on this. So let's get rid of the... Yeah. Oh, yeah. The problem with that saturator is it's like...
Sad boys. Sad boys. Sad boys.
Oh, that's so dumb.
Sad boys.
Nope, that's too much.
Sad boys.
Oh boy. Yeah. Let's get in there. I mean, we got 8 minutes left, so it can't get much, that didn't work. Okay, just got to do a little bit more jam here. Oh, too much. Too much juice. What time is it? For me, it is 6:10 p.m. I am Central Time in the United States. Yeah, work. Okay, that is the song, but we still got a couple minutes left to mess with this, so let's do a quick mastering pass on this. I think mixing-wise... Ooh, interesting. Mixing-wise, things are okay, although I think that these could probably get scooped out a little bit more. The bass probably could have the same treatment, just because we only really want it in that kind of the low end and then the high gritty stuff, so that should be good there. And I did mess with multiband dynamics before, but I might do that again. This song is pretty neat. What am I missing? The reverb on this is kind of crazy. Let's turn the feedback down on this. Yeah, there isn't reverb. It's just Valhalla delay. Okay. I still got time to add something too, which I think I might still do. Yeah, that's still too much. much. Okay, I just gotta skip ahead to make sure I'm not. Okay, the last thing I want to do, it's a really quick mastering job, but I've talked about mastering in the past, and it's not as complicated as most people think it is. Depending on how you want to treat it. The upright bass kind of served its place. I don't know if it would fit in here, just because this other bass line's a little overwhelming. I kind of want to see if I can get the square wave in here, but I think this is going to be too overwhelming. Actually, no, that helps. Whoa, hold up. That's the grime that I was looking for earlier. Why don't I sidechain the bass to the hi-hat? If I did that, there wouldn't be much bass left. The hi-hat would kind of, because the hat kind of is always there. And honestly, frequency range-wise, there's not a whole lot of overlap, so I'm not too worried about it. I do want to mess with something at the end here. Just do some simple pluck stuff. One BD bones. That's true. You're absolutely right there. 1 dB bones. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. You were saying to yourself, Ben, you have 2 minutes left. What are you dicking around on the piano for? Well, followers are more important than finishing the song. So boomy. Oh, because I have the master channel on. Something about ruining my life right now? Well, I can try. I'm going to finish this song up. Like I'm not a psychologist or anything, but I'm happy to help if it's like a creative issue. But obviously if there's like life-threatening situations or something, I'm probably not the person to talk to. Million crap parts. My songs just get really bad when the music really kicks in. Most likely, yes. It's called a buffer underrun, meaning that the amount of data your computer is trying to process is outstripping the amount of data that your computer can output in real time. It would either be a RAM issue or it would be a sound card issue. And we might go a little over time on this. I want to dial in these. We all get to hear my cool alarm, though. My cool alarm sound that I made by myself. Alarm, boop, alarm, beep, beep, alarm, alarm, alarm. Well, the thing, and I've said this every time the alarm goes off, but I had made that sound bite for like a temporary file while I figured out the rest of the programming for the alarm, and everybody liked it so much that they wanted me to keep it. So I was like, sure, it's funny, I like it. It's just real dumb. I think Melanade or M, he did that for a while and now he hates it. Which is also pretty funny. Yeah, wider's the best, man.
Remember to save.
Wider is something designed for stereo separation. It was made by Infected Mushroom, but it's a free plugin by Polyverse. The main conceit, or the main reason why wider is good, is because if this gets bounced down to mono, if all the stereo separation is removed for some reason, like mathematically it's designed, if it bounces down to mono, it doesn't, like, it's self-destruct, because usually with stereo separators you get a lot of stereo cancellation when you push it back down to mono. So this is designed to combat that. I don't know how much it's going to help on this, but yeah. Why do they scare you? I'm basically done with this song. I'm just doing a couple little tweaks. Oh, jeez. I'm just trying to figure this out because I wanted a little add. Oh, wanted to add something right at the end here. Yeah, phasing is a thing. Leezy, stereo separation allows. Let me. Once I'm done with this, I'll show you. Panning is usually pushing something to the right or the left, but what this does, stereo separation takes stuff that's in the middle and pushes it to the outside. So you're not hard panning left or right. You're opening up the middle space. It's kind of hard to describe, but once you hear it, it's like, oh, yeah, okay. But let me finish this first, and I'll totally show you. You'd have to do something before you implement wider, but there are options there. Oh, this song. Okay. Let me just save this. Okay, so say you have a sample. Sad boys. Yeah, exactly. So actually let's go take the Rhodes piano. Let's make another Rhodes down here so I can just use as an example, because that way I'm not destroying my song. Okay. Anyway, that was the song. We're done. We went a little overtime, but that's okay. So we have vintage keys. Let's just go with this guy. So let's just do a 2-bar loop here. Good job, Ben, for using the right instrument. I actually just finished the challenge. I'm explaining stereo separation right now. Well, that's interesting. Is that who was asking about Bones? Is that what you're Yep. Yeah, that's like buffer underruns. I don't know why it's starting specifically on this. Ugrick! Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it. So hopefully we won't have too many issues here, but... What the shit? Is it just like on that instrument? Now it's on everything. Yeah, and freezing tracks. Yeah, now this thing's like glitching all the hell out. So one thing you can do is you can freeze tracks. I can't remember what it's called in FL Studio. It might be called flatten track. What this does is it essentially renders the track out, and it uses it like as a WAV file instead of. I'm just showing this as an example. I'm not going to keep it, but it uses that lane as a WAV file instead of trying to process it in real time as MIDI. Change the sample rate. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll just start a new project, and then it shouldn't be a problem. I just wanted to show this flattening out first. Yeah, and that's usually what happens. I can fix it that way, Fredegar. But when you flatten a project like this, or flatten a lane like this, essentially, it's reading it as a WAV file instead of as a trying to process all this as live MIDI. So it saves a lot of processing power. Ygrick would have hosted earlier. Yeah, it's no big deal. Had to finish Secret of Mana. Good job. That's a good game. The boss fight, I remember the final boss being a piece of work. Especially, I think I was like super underleveled. Okay, let's see if this is still giving me issues now. So, stereo separation. Let's just go like this. Okay, we're better now. Okay, so we got basic piano. Okay, so this is stereo separation and why it's awesome. Now, it's better if you have headphones or monitors like stereo monitors, but you'll hear that the sound is like really like dense and warm in the middle, but when you pull this out, it starts to feel like it's more on the sides of your ears instead of like right in front of you. And then if you pull it out all the way, it's like over there. So it's essentially changing the perceived space of where the instrument is being generated, if that makes any sense. Like reverb allows you to set the perceived space of the instrument to be far away, or the perceived space to be a large room that you're sitting in. With wider or stereo width, it allows you to set that perceived space farther away or off to the side rather than directly in front of you. The other thing you can do is if we go into the utility and turn this down to a mono track. So this is mono right now. You'll notice that the left and the right channels are exactly the same. It's using Blackmagic, basically, yes. So you can do stereo width with wider on a mono channel as well. Now, essentially what this is doing is it's a chorus effect. It's basically offsetting the audio just enough on the left and the right channel to make it sound like it's different. It's still using the same source audio. It's just offsetting it to the point where it feels like it's coming from a different direction on each side. Yes. Exactly. The Haas Effect is another way of doing it. but this is a little bit more dynamic way. The Haas effect is a delay effect, where you're delaying the audio between the left and the right channel, whereas with this, it's more of a chorus effect where things might be phasing on the left and the right side, so it's not necessarily a delay as much as it is a difference, if that makes sense. And again, I'm not an expert here, so please somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's basically what's happening. Because the Haas effect, which I really like, I don't think I have one here right now, unfortunately. I can make one real quick, though. So the Haas effect, if you're not familiar, is also a very, very cool delay that I would recommend that anybody try at some point. So what we can do is we can essentially delay. I'm just going to delay the left channel by a little bit. And this will give you the perception that so the right channel is delayed. So it gives you the feeling that it's focused on the left side just because you hear that first. Yes, Aeon. Fairly similar. I don't know what the difference between Ozone's spectrum, like widener and the polyverse widener is, but they basically do the same thing. But yeah, Sad Boys Top 10. I forgot that's what we named this song. Oh man, that's funny. Let's listen to it one more time, and then we can get going for the day. I'm going to see if I can find somebody to raid. Or my computer's just going to take a big old dump. Maybe we won't listen to it again. Oh, man. Either way, this song will be up on YouTube probably later today or tomorrow. So check me out on other platforms. True meeting of Sad Boys Top 10, exactly. But yeah, this song was a ton of fun to put together. And unfortunately, I can't play it again because apparently, let me try the switching off of ASIO. Let's switch off of this. No audio. And then switch back. Let's see if that fixes it. Sometimes that fixes it. Maybe? Aeon Upheaval. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the studio. I appreciate that. You know, I haven't been using the party lights a lot today. Turn on those party lights. I'll give you a little piano, and then we'll listen to this song. Oh, God, it's so piercing. Well, where am I going with that? Let's try major. Yeah. Thank you so much for the follow. All right, let's listen to this song before everything goes to hell again. This could probably be a little bit louder at the beginning here. Love me that upright bass. Just doing some minor fixes here. Thanks, you Greek. I'm never not going to have fun saying that name. You know, wider would work really well on this as well.
Might be a little bit better for sad boys. Remember to save.
Hey, everybody, remember to save. Little loud there. Little loud there, Ben. Couple minor edits. I'm allowed to do this. It's my song, damn it. Oof. That sounds rough.
Sad boys. Sad boys. Sad boys. Sad boys.
Yes, Raxfile. There have been a handful of songs that took 3 hours instead of 2. With minor edits like this, I don't really consider it a failure. But there have been, what was it? There was a song. What was it called? On My Mind, I think. Oops, that's the wrong one. Marketing. I don't know why I call it marketing. It's not exactly. I think it's links that I can share with people. But for the most part, I mean, this YouTube recording is going to be like 2.5 hours long because I had a little bit of an aside at the end. But I think On My Mind was like 3 hours and 10 minutes. Yeah, 3 hour track challenge, 3 hours and 7 minutes. For the most part, though, they're pretty consistent, which is good. There have been tracks that Lise, I'll get to your question in a second. There have been tracks that I started over. I know actually one of my favorite tracks, In Space No One Can Hear You Chill. This one, like an hour in, I was like, this song sucks, and I started over, and this one turned out to be one that I like a lot. But honestly, if we're talking about tracks that I really dig, it was 2 weeks ago. This one, I really love the beat in this one. But yeah, I dig this track a lot. Yep. Not have the opportunity to use streams a lot. Sometimes those handsome guitars are hanging in the back. I do use them once in a while. Unfortunately, not as much as I probably should. I need to take guitar lessons. That's one of the things that I've been meaning to do this year is to take guitar lessons. Let me just look at the. I really don't want the bass to be. Not very big, Lise. I mean, the biggest thing I have is Native Instruments Complete, Complete 11, not 12. This year's 12. Shred King song. Will's on the guitar. I play guitar once in a while on stream. I'm just not very good at it, and I'm a little self-conscious. I'm getting a little better with singing, but with guitar, like I feel bad doing like take after take after take after take, and it's just like I get real frustrated, and then I get mind flooded, and then I just don't do anything. Plugins are very expensive. I was very lucky to have a commissioned project. One of my first commissioned projects was the Maker's Eden Act 1 and 2. And they basically paid for the whole thing. However, I used the pirated version before I paid for the real one to actually doing that. How's your day going? Or my day job? My day job's going all right. I've been doing well with it. I'm proud to say that oh yeah, everybody fucking pirates when they're starting out. My day job's going fine. I've been very busy with it, which is a blessing and a curse. It's nice to have things to do at work. However, it also sucks because then I can't think about all my other stuff that I want to do. Pirating, I'm happy to say that I don't have any pirated stuff now, but definitely when I started out, I did. And my personal feeling on pirating software for creative purposes like Photoshop and all of this stuff is it's not great to do. However, it's expensive to start, and if you're not making money off of it, it's very difficult to start that process of making money if you don't have any software to make money with. So like the first thing I did when I made money selling albums was I bought FL Studio. And from that, I was able to eventually upgrade to Ableton. Upgrade. To me, it was an upgrade. To some people, it's not. I was able to move to Ableton using the money that I made through music. And eventually, through commission projects, I was able to purchase plugins. And now, thanks to my Patreon, I'm able to support myself creatively through Patreon and streaming through Pretzel.rocks and Spotify and a couple other things. But it's a long road. Like, I mean, I started doing commissions 6 years ago, and I started writing music like 15 years ago. So it's like, it's not something that happens overnight, but it's definitely, I should just be rendering this. It's definitely something that, you know, yeah, I mean, pirating is a very touchy subject. And I understand the reasoning why both you shouldn't pirate and you should. Like, obviously you want to support the developers. As a developer myself, you know, like, it sucks if people pirate my game. I released a game on Steam like 2 years ago. It sucks if people pirate my game, or they like scam people out of Steam keys. Like, I'm sure if you searched Color Jumper on Steam Key, like reselling websites, you'd find a bunch of them. That sucks. Like, as a game developer, that's just taking money out of my pocket. And as an independent developer, that money is actually very important. But when it comes to software from larger corporations, especially I am not a fan of Adobe and how they handle their customer relations. And I'm not saying that justifies piracy, but I'm also saying that as a way to get your foot in the door for being a creative person, you need to have money. And unfortunately, one of the things creative people really don't have is money. So there's like this negative feedback loop where you can't get work done because you don't have the software, and you can't get money to purchase the software because you can't get work done. And all of a sudden, it's just like, what do I do? So you have to pirate it. Well, you don't have to, but generally people resort to piracy. Exactly, Lise. If you're doing well professionally and you're still pirating, then yes, you're a huge scumbag. Like, if you can afford to do it and you're not doing it, that's like a giant red flag for me. Like, if I was still using Photoshop or Ableton or any of these other things while I was making, you know, a reasonable, not like a lot, but a reasonable amount of money through Patreon. Like, if I was still pirating this stuff, I would not think very highly of me. So yeah, it's like, there's definitely a sliding scale for that kind of stuff, but generally, you want to be, I think this will loop well right here. No shit, really? I have not seen Endgame. However, yeah, exactly, Ygritte. I have been moving away from actually, I have moved away from Adobe products. I stopped using Photoshop and Illustrator about a year ago now. I moved to it's a software called Affinity, and it is an alternative to Photoshop that costs $50, and it only costs $50 once, unlike Adobe's products, which cost $50 every month. It's not as streamlined as Photoshop, but it's also $50 once instead of $50 a month. And that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make because I don't use Photoshop professionally as much as some other people. I mean, hell, if we're just hanging out, I can just do my normal process for setting up the rest of this. So what I do is I go in here. Clip Studio Paint is an alternative. I like to paint draw mostly. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I've been get good in GIMP. Oh god, I tried using GIMP. I tried real hard and I could not. I just could not do it. And like $50 is still an ask, but it's also a perfectly reasonable ask for anybody who has even a very limited budget as a creative person. Yeah, Asprite is really good too. Asaprite? I've never actually said that out loud. I own Asaprite or Asprite, but I don't use it very often. I want to get back into pixel art though, so I might actually start using it again, which would make me really happy. Sprite. Sprite. Yeah. That makes sense. Asaprite. Asaprite. There we go. Oh man. But yeah, like it's a thing. I think that if you want to do this stuff as like, oh, thanks Ableton. You crashed like an hour ago and didn't tell me. That's fine. Everything's all good. How to pronounce it. That's funny. Yeah, it's like if you're doing this stuff and you're not paying for your software, if you have the means to pay for your software and you're not paying for your software, it's like a real scumbag move. However, I'm aware that, you know, not everybody has those means, especially when they're just starting out. Yeah, I know. It's not there because I deleted it. Sad Boys Top 10. Did I say that right? Yeah. Okay. Well, this obviously has to be blue because it's a Sad Boy. Atomic Sphere. Effects. Hue Shift. Gotta get them blue. Gotta get them blues. There it is. Yeah, Reaper's great. And there's plenty of free alternatives out there as well. I haven't really used Reaper that much, but I've heard that it's a wonderful piece of software. That's pretty much it for setting up my YouTube videos. Like, I have the template. I just got to go in here and replace the song. Yeah, it's going to be glitchy as hell because it has to render all of it. Sad Boys. Yeah, and there's so many great cheap or free alternatives out there. Hey, Vic the Brick, how are you doing, man? Yeah, there's definitely people out there that like prefer a specific type of DAW for a specific genre, and that's awesome. Like, I think that there's like a ton of things out there that you can do that are cheap or free to get started. Like 10 years ago, it was either you bought Adobe stuff or you were just screwed unless you spent like half of your life learning GIMP or some of the other obscure's the wrong word, but less than user-friendly interfaces. I've seen a couple of those videos on YouTube. Happy to see it live now. Yeah, man, we just finished the song and we're just kind of hanging out right now. I'm rendering the Sad Boys video. It looks like I'm dropping a couple frames from it, from the rendering process. But I might be able to play the song without my computer completely crashing. I'll have it playing in the background while we chat. But yeah, like, it's a thing. HitFilm is a video editing software. Yeah, so I'm using HitFilm to render this out. Yes. It is a replacement for Premiere and After Effects, another two Adobe products that I don't want to pay for anymore.
Remember to save.
Hey everybody, remember to save. HitFilm is a little more expensive than Affinity products. However, they do have a free version that is incredibly powerful. The one thing that they don't have is audio visualizer stuff. Yeah, that's... this is just an audio visualizer inside of Windows Media Player. But HitFilm has a plugin that like reads an audio file and then creates a visual representation of that audio based on that. And this is kind of a complex series of events based on audio that's happening. This is like rendering. This is what it looks like when it's rendering. Obviously, it's not real-time rendering because it takes a little bit long. HitFilm Express is free, and you can do quite a bit with that, but if you want to do audio visualization, you have to pay for the full version, which I think is like $200, but it's a one-time payment. It's a one-time payment. I'm not subscribing to any more. I'm not subscribing to any more software as a service kind of things because I'm so flippin' sick of it. Yes, FL does have a visual thing built into it, and I heard it's pretty powerful. I made this one. This one is not. This one isn't. The visualizer that I make here. Let me load up YouTube again. Let me load up the tubs. I did make this visualizer. Yes. I make a different one every season, just depending on whatever visual style I want it. So this is this season's of the visualizer. Last season was this. There we go. Which I really like this one. This one was a lot of fun to make. This was the prior seasons. A little bit more simple. Yeah, I try to do a different one for every season up until I think when I started doing it. Yeah, when I started doing this, I did like a different visualizer every episode. And that was a lot of fun, but it was also extremely exhausting. Like I would do the 2-hour track challenge. I would render and export everything out. And then I would spend like 3 hours building a custom visualizer for each one. Some of them were simpler, like Tsunami Zen was pretty simple. It was just like the ocean with a visualizer. But some of them were really complicated, and they took a long time to put together. And eventually I was just like, F this, it's not worth my time. I eventually just did like color shifting stuff over an image, like with Real Dog. Like if you look at the thumbnail down here, you can just see it like changes colors over time. Yeah, so I had fun with that. But eventually I just got kind of tired of that whole process, and I went to a templatized version, and that made my life a lot easier. just because as much as I love, yeah, that's actually made in Famitracker. So I made Real Dog inside of a program called Famitracker. Um, good Lord, more apps. I guess I haven't opened Famitracker. Yeah, boy. Yes, Shovel Knight was made in Famitracker. That's Shovel Knight was what inspired me to learn Famitracker. I don't use it as often as I should. I should do more 2-hour track challenges with it. It's so good. It's so much fun. Well, Lise, if you wanted to learn how to use Famitracker, I have a series called How to Use Famitracker on YouTube. Yeah, Jake Kaufman's music is the reason why I started learning Famitracker. Initially, the How to Use Famitracker series was going to be a collaboration with him, but he got so busy. I met him at like a con a long time ago, and he was like, "Oh, dude, that sounds like a good idea." And then I tried to get in touch with him. He's like, "Nah, I can't do it." So I just did it. It would have been cool to have his name associated with it, but. Oh, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I need to do more Famitracker stuff. TBH. Yeah, this is still rendering. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with it. That's the only other DAW that I use is Famitracker aside from Ableton, and it's fun. It's really fun. And I've said this before, but Famitracker is such a dramatic shift in how you make music that it causes me to make very different music, and that's good. Like Pompous Platypus. Yeah, exactly. I thought there was a way to have it not... Key repeat. I thought there was a way for it to not scroll like this, because that drives me nuts. Yeah. I used to know where it all was. Anyway. BSTI emulates 8-bit as well as Famitracker. There have been some that I think 8-bit, I can't remember the name of it. There was something that did a fairly good job of emulating the style of music. However, it really, to me anyway, it can't compare with just working directly in Famitracker because of the level of detail that you can get with each note that you place. Like there's no real way to compare against that. It's just it's its own beast, and you can't really replace it with a traditional DAW like Ableton or FL. If you wanted the authentic sound, and honestly, most people don't care about the pure authentic sound of Famitracker, and they just want the square waves, which is perfectly fine. Like that's fine. Just because this is a huge pain to learn, and some people don't want to do that. Yes, exactly. It's exactly like the pixel art of music, because you have to be very particular, and you have to be very yes, one note at a time, one pixel at a time. Everything has to have its own place, and if something's out of place, it looks drastically different. against like if you did a traditional painting, analogous to something in Ableton, where, you know, if something's a little out of place, it's not as noticeable in that because everything is so huge and lush. But with FamiTracker, if something's out of place, it's very obvious because you only have 3 notes at a time, or if you have an expansion channel, more than that. But there it is. I just opened like, I opened like 4 windows. So yeah, Sad Boys. So this is the video we rendered. Sad Boys Top 10. It's such a stupid name. I love it. So we have this audio visualizer here. This is like a series of effects that are happening. It's like an array of dots that are warped, and then when they're like volume, there's a particular amount of volume on the audio, it tends to like distort the sphere that's generated, and it creates this glow effect. So unfortunately you can't do this in the free version of HitFilm, but you can do a lot. This is a cool song though. I like that I took that beatbox loop and I just kind of destroyed it. Go team. There's a good suggestion with the singing. Like I said, I'm fairly self-conscious with the singing. Yeah, I'm gonna get going too. I gotta make dinner and I gotta do some other stuff.
Better for sad boys.
Yeah, man, it's good to meet you. I hope I see you around. It's a weird mash of genres. Yeah, I'd like that. I usually stream on the weekends, kind of sporadically, but Wednesdays are when the 2-hour track challenge happens. Yeah, I need to get that set up. I haven't figured out how to do it. I just need to ask some friends who have it set up already, because I think that would be beneficial. Anyway, I'll say it again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. It means a lot to me to be able to do this every week, and I'm happy that some of you stuck around for the after party, which doesn't really always happen, but it's nice to sad boys. It's nice to have the chats. It was a lot of fun. So I'm gonna get going. I gotta make some dinner and get on with the rest of my evening, but it was a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. Hope to see you around next time. Take care.